You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you felt the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Ah! Oh my goodness. I'm so glad there's a back button. I was supposed to take a screenshot. Thank the universe. Apologies for that technical error. Is a cat. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. You look so familiar, right? Then again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look after all. This one sure is a cutie though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other stray cats have in the past. It's just sitting there patiently, waiting for you to do something. Screw it. Well, why not? Right? You barely reach out your arms before the cat eagerly leaps into them and climbs up onto your shoulders. It butts its head into your temple, nestling against it. You can't help but smile at the cat's enthusiasm. Let's get you out of here, yeah? On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food. But that would be a waste of time. You shrug at the odd feeling and move on. You live in a modest apartment. One bedroom, one bathroom, one you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. But it simply sits and looks up at you expectantly. Like what? Uh, hmm. Let's clean the place, yeah. You decide that even if it's your day off, that doesn't mean you should be completely unproductive. You know you have a guest and all, but you really shouldn't put off your chores. Best to get them done while you're in the mood to do so. Yep. Best time to do this stuff is when you personally feel like it. That's what I believe. So for now, you get dressed, roll up your sleeves, and get to work on cleaning the apartment. At least you try to? You sweep the living room. You wipe the kitchen counter. You... Okay, you don't make your bed, but who actually does that anyway? I do. I've made my bed today. Still, you notice that no matter how much you clean up, you keep finding more messes than when you started. You peek over at the cat. You suspect that it might be the culprit behind this mystery. But every time you rush to check on it or catch it in the act, you always find it napping in the living room. You keep cleaning, but the cat, or something, keeps leaving more and more mess in its wake. Okay. How are you supposed to finish cleaning up if this little imp is making a mess of itself? No. You know the cat's the culprit. You consider locking it up in the bathroom, at least until you clean the rest of the apartment. But it just doesn't seem fair when you don't actually have any proof. You need to investigate this further. You need proof. Not just for the sake of your sanity, but more importantly for the sake of cleanliness! You start to clean again and peek behind you, catching mere glimpses of a paw here or a tail here there. But as with earlier, when you rush back to the living room, the cat is still sleeping. Okay, you wanna play, cat? Then let's play. This time you decide to lay a trap, one your feline friend won't be able to resist. You tackle the kitchen island counter and give it the works. It's glistening by the time you're done. It's so clean. You dropkick anyone who even thought of eating off of it. The perfect trap for your little cleaning saboteur. You whistle innocently as you exit the room and hide around the corner of the entryway to the hall. From the angle you're at, you have a perfect view of the cat and the island counter. There's no way you won't catch the culprit in the act now. If it really isn't the cat, maybe you'll give it a treat as an apology for your suspicions? But as you deliberate if you should stop at the grocery store to get some fish, the cat starts to... shift? It's back those rising and falling evenly moments ago. It's now rippling in small tremors like an agitated wave on a black sea. It's shuddering. It's bubbling. It's bulging.
It's bulging! Huh? Huh? What the hell? You gape in disbelief as another cat bursts out of the still sleeping feline you've taken home with you. You're fairly certain that's not how cats give birth. You're fairly certain that's not how cats give birth. But more importantly, you watched cat number 2 shake itself off before leaping up onto the counter. I cannot talk. Running around on top of it and leaving fur and grime in its wake. Probably should have given it a bath earlier. Yeah, we should do that next. You feel like your mind is lagging behind the reality of the discovery you've just made. But you don't seem capable of thinking beyond smaller observations. For example, though the hows and whys of what you're witnessing elude you, the more pertinent question that strikes you is that if the original cat is still sleeping, and the clone cat is busy making yet another mess. Oh. Then where are all the other clones? Ah! Suddenly, the two cats look directly at you in perfect unison. Their eyes pin you to the spot with their intensity. But you realize with the familiar sinking feeling of being watched from behind that they're not the only ones looking at you. You slowly turn around. Ah. Packed in the hall behind you from the floor to the ceiling is a living, breathing, writhing wall of cats. Of clones. All piled on top of each other. The glowing golden eyes of every cat in the undulating wall of pure black fur. Every single eye is trained on you. Out of fear and a sheer desperate need to distance yourself from this blight on reality and order, you take a single step back. And in response, the wall just breaks. The cats all stampeding over you. It'd be kind of cute if their soft paws weren't hiding claws as sharp as knives. You tried to protect yourself, but there's just too many of them. Blood leaks steadily from your scratches. You feel dizzy. With what little strength you have, you turn your head and watch as the cats tear through carpet and upholstery. Knock over vases and dishes and lamps. Claw at the walls. It's going to take forever to clean this up, you think? Maybe you'll tackle it all again later. Right after you take a short nap. With an annoyed sigh.
You breathe your last breath. Ending 2. Double trouble. You found the ones responsible for making a mess of your apartment. Those little pranksters. Cool. Yeah, no. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you'd never take this thing home with you. You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. You are! With rent and bills to pay for! Not to mention you need to buy food to survive too! There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. What to do? You are not ready. Okay. Bye. You don't think it's a good idea to get the cat's hopes up of having someone to look after it if you're not willing to commit? Yeah. What if it gets attached and somehow tracks you down back to your home? You'd never get away from it then, Yeah. Sorry. See you around, I guess. You stand up, the cat watching your every move. You make it halfway out of the alley when the cat meows almost pitifully at you, no. Please. Don't be like that. Sorry. Nope. You need to nip this in the bud and get on with your day. It's what's best for the both of you. You leave the alley and continue on your way. Wait, what was I doing? In all the excitement of dealing with your furry dilemma, you'd forgotten that you still hadn't decided on what you were going to do for your day off. A tango. Dog park? Yes! You decide to take a stroll in a park or something. The only one within walking distance is the nearby dog park. Doggos! You think it'll make you feel better. First you get to see a cute cat today, now you'll get to see a cute dog. Several of them, in fact. The park is bustling with owners and their canine companions. Playing frisbee, fetch, running, jumping, even napping. Such cuties, whatever. Like you'd want anything to do with these mangy mutts. What's wrong? You didn't think that? You decide to move on. The dogs are also adorable. You want to pet every single one you come across. But you know not all owners are cool with strangers just walking up and manhandling their pets. Not all dogs appreciate it either. So you stroll around the path, trying to exude a welcoming aura that will beckon one of these cute doggies to you. You don't have to wait very long. You stop as the smallest, cutest puppy you've ever seen scampers up to you, plucking your back. So adorable. What? No! Pick up the puppy? You pick up the puppy and... What?
hold on. You just barely managed to rein in the reflex to throw the puppy as far away from you as possible. With shaking hands, you quickly place the puppy on the grass and take several jerky steps back. The owner seems confused by your reaction to their puppy, but you just wave at them in a daze before hastily stumbling away. You're not feeling so great about being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave? No. You stay at the park!
You try to calm down by watching all the dogs from afar as you walk along the path. But every so often, one will run up to you. And when they do, they look wrong. Their owners don't seem to notice. You find a bench and sit down for a quick break, closing your eyes. Maybe this wasn't the best idea after all. Maybe... You should have stayed with me instead.
You're broken out of your thoughts when something lands gently on your lap. You look down and see a frisbee on your thighs.
Hey, sorry about that. Can you throw that back?
You look up to see an owner waving at you in the distance. But more importantly, a series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. A series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward and you see a large dog sprinting towards you.
Hey, hurry and drive back!
You throw the frisbee and the dog runs in the opposite direction, jumping and catching it right out of the air. Impressive. The dog and the owner walk up to you. Thanks for that. You can pet him if you want.
The dog looks up at you, eager for its reward of pets and pets for catching the frisbee.
Should I?
I will pet the damn dog game. Really? Are you sure? I'm warning you. Do not touch that mutt, or you will regret it. Pet the dog!
You reach out your hand. And you pet the dog. The dog seems pleased.
You don't feel well.
Suddenly, the sky begins to darken rapidly.
You look up along with all the pet owners to see that the sun has been eclipsed by the moon in the blink of an eye. You vaguely remember that you should never look directly at an eclipse. But for some reason, you don't look away. Uh-oh. A loud piercing yowl? Or is that supposed to be owl? Like with a Y or an H. They're next to each other. It could be a typo, I don't know. A loud piercing yowl fills the air, shaking the ground beneath you. You instinctively move to lift your hands in order to shield your ears. But the hand that had been cautiously pressed upon the dog's head comes away with some resistance. Resistance, like sticky slime almost cementing your hand to the dog's head. The slime stretches with your movement. The dog's head stretches with it too, as the canine begins to just melt. It melts. And melts. Until it becomes a pile of goo at your feet. Ah! Ah! You dazedly look around for the dog's owner, only to find an empty pile of familiar clothes where they once stood. You see similar piles of clothes next to piles of goo scattered all across the park's open field. All the dogs. All their owners. The melted goo of the dog in front of you then starts to move with a shudder. Ah! It slithers across the grass toward the field in the center of the park. All the other piles of goo following after it. They mix and melt together into a single entity that shifts and undulates and bulges and grows. You watch in dazed horror as it then fills out and shapes itself. Turn into a wait, how do you pronounce that thing?
It's a behemoth of a dog. That's what I'm rolling with now, I think.
Snarling and frothing at the mouth, red eyes frantic and searching. Before the glowing orbs land directly on you. The rumbling growl it emits is so low and deep you can feel the sound of it crash into you. Leave the park? No. You had your chance. Better start running. You try to run. But you're not fast enough. The behemoth barely takes a few leaps before it's already towering over you. It tears you apart until there's nothing left. Ending 21. Dog person. You had a pleasant day at the dog park. Alternating this. Gott. I feel a yawning coming. Yawn processed, okay. Clean cat. Upon giving it a second look, you realize that the cat isn't exactly clean.
Not surprising since up until you brought it home it's been sitting in a dirty old box.
In an alley full of scattered garbage.
For who knows how long. You've heard that cats can keep themselves clean. But maybe this is one of those times that a little human help couldn't hurt? You head into the bathroom and set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get a cat clean would be... carefully? You think careful is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you doubt it'll be a fan of an excessive amount of it. So you pick the cat up and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. The cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Yay! Blech, that was a burp, sorry. Nice. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully get the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it up in a blanket, drying it. Nice. Then you take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. The cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. In fact, quite a lot of fur is sticking on you. You try to brush it away, but it won't come off. Guess you're up next for a bath yourself. You try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to you. Your hands, your arms. Before you realize it, they're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you try to just yank it off, but... Ow! What? Pain lances your spot you target at. Oh no. Upon closer inspection, you see that the hair is growing out of you. Ah! Ah! You can actually feel it now. Ah! Fur growing out of your back, your neck, oh god. Your face, your eyes. Ah, no, get that image away from me. Your tongue. Ah. It's even growing inside your throat. Oh no. As you collapse and start choking on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to look at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did for it earlier. You think it'd be sweet if you weren't currently losing air. Still, feels nice at least to be looked after and cared for in some way. Even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat's careful grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. Ending 15. Self-care buddies. Yay! After you give the cat the full spa treatment, it tries its best to return the favor. Nice. Alternating it is.
feed cat? The cat must be hungry, right? You can imagine it'd have much to eat if it's so attached to that box it's in. Though it doesn't exactly seem malnourished either. Sure, he must have left the box to search for food then? For some reason, something in the back of my mind tells you that's not the case. And not to think on it any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day out knowing you left behind a hungry cat. Especially when you could have done something to help. So, what to do about the hungry kitty? Not yet. Look around. You glance around the dark, dingy alley. And only see garbage bags, trash bins, empty cardboard boxes, and scattered litter here and there. If there were something for the cat to eat, sure you would have found it by now, right? But you don't want to just give up so easily. You keep looking. You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only smell garbage. You listen. You just barely make out the sound of faint scurrying by a trash bin a few feet away. Quietly, oh so quietly, you creep over to the bin. And you lunge. Ow. You weren't very graceful in your attempt. You'd stumbled and knocked over a stack of nearby boxes full of more trash. But as you stand up, grasped in your hand, it's a small mouse. Aww. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wriggling and struggling desperately in your grip. Oh no. You're holding it too tightly and carefully for it to be able to bite or scratch you, though. It wears itself out eventually and looks up at you with black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. Oh no. Oh no. Why do I start yawning when I start recording? I hate this. Anyway. The yawning, I mean, I love recording. That's why I do it. I don't know how the rest of the rhyme goes in here. Well, I picked I'm committing. Are you sure? I picked it already, I'm committing. You can hear the cat's stomach growling. It must be so hungry. It must be starving. You know the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? Personal moral dilemmas, that's all. You caught prey for the cat's sake, didn't you? Are you really going to value the life of a filthy rodent more than the cat's? This time, yeah. You're mocking me, aren't you? Last chance. Hand over the prey. Now! No? You let the mouse go. It scurries away, squeezing into a tiny hole in the wall. But you don't pay much mind. You don't flinch as a giant claw paw slowly falls in front of you, blocking your path to the alley's entrance. Not that you had any delusions about escaping. The cat is hungry after all. You close your eyes in acceptance as the paw gently pulls you back. And back. And in 26, a life spared. You decide not to feed the poor hungry cat and helpless mouse, Meanie. Like what? Take a nap? You're a little tired from the events of the day. Making life-changing choices like committing to the responsibility of caring for another living creature really wears you out. You could definitely use a nap. You head to your room and get dressed in your pajamas before you decide to grab a glass of water from the kitchen. You head back to your bedroom, ready for a much-needed nap. Whoa! Only for the cat to race past you through the open door and jump on the middle of the bed. It takes its time kneading. Kneading? Is that how you say it? It takes its time kneading at the sheets before settling down and closing its eyes. Well, that was fast. You frowned thoughtfully. Now that your mind's on it, you find yourself really craving a nap in your own bed. There's no way you're settling for sleeping on the couch. Certainly not the armchair. Which means you should... Come on, move it. You tentatively nudge the cat in an attempt to make it move on its own. It doesn't budge in the slightest. Move the cat. Keep trying, this is your bed. You push a little more firmly this time. The cat sounds annoyed with you. Move the cat. Again! I was sleeping in my own bed. The cat opens one yellow eye and slides it up to look at you. Is its voice a little deeper than before? Move the cat. Move the cat. You move forward. Ready to shove the cat with all your might. Ah! You're thrown back by some invisible force and crash into the dresser before falling to the ground. Ah. When knocked out of you, you look up in a daze. What? You don't quite comprehend what it is you're seeing. A strong swirling wind has picked up, throwing items all over the place. As if a miniature hurricane had just taken form in your room. And right there in the center of it all is the cat. What freaking anime is this? Hovering in the air above the bed. Its eyes open, glowing like molten lava. Did I just walk into an anime? Yeah, I definitely walked in some wacko anime now.
You watch as a vortex rips open in the center of your bed. And panic as the swirling wind turns into a vacuum. Oh no. Dragging you towards the bed. Ah! Gah! Your nails catch and tear as you desperately try to cling to the carpet. The floorboards. Any and every piece of furniture within your reach. Bloody fingers slipping clumsily on every surface. But there's nothing you can do. Yes, you touch the vortex, your body starts to disintegrate. Tiny particles of your body separating and floating into nothing. The last thing you see is the cat landing nimbly on the bed and kneading at your sheets before it curls up and falls back asleep. Ending 5. Do not disturb. Bruh. You shouldn't bother a cat while it's trying to nap. Play with cat? Aw, you just want a little attention, don't you? The poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. You're not sure you're much of an interesting companion, but you're willing to do your best. There's got to be something you can entertain the little critter with. But what? You dig into your pockets. You find a small piece of string in your left pocket. Not very helpful. The string is far too short. That's the sound of someone coming home. Damn it. An eager and excited cat leaping for it could easily lead to you getting bitten and scratched. In your right pocket is a bar of chocolate. I'm sorry, 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 I'm sorry. Blech. Freaking people coming home and ruining this. Not too helpful either right now. The only thing you've got on you is your phone. It's not much of anything the cat can play with, but there is something you can do. Well, that was fun, right? Well, you enjoyed yourself. With nothing else to do and no intention of taking the cat home. You decided it's probably best to just leave. You don't want the cat to get too attached after all. At least you'll have some memories to take with you. Okay, see you around, I guess. Good luck. Okay. You turn and walk away. Ah! You turn and walk away, but as you leave the alley. Hmm? Your phone just got a message. You open it up and... Hmm? What? Aren't I cute? It's a picture of a familiar looking cat. Huh? The cat does look cute. And happier in the picture. But it's not a picture you recognize.
What the heck? Did I? You didn't take this picture.
You peek over your shoulder at the cat. But the cat is simply looking at you. It meows sadly, as if pleading you to come back. Nope. Nope. You ignore the cat and briskly walk out of the alley without another look. I need to look the brisk word up later, I don't know what that means. But it's something along the lines of quick. Phew. That was weird. You're a good distance away when... Oh no. Not again! You reluctantly look at the new message and... Don't ignore me! Creeped out. You decide to just go home. I know you're seeing these. Come back. Oh god, this is my worst fucking nightmare. Nope. Come back. Nope, absolutely not. Come back. Mm-mm. Come back. No! Come back. Nuh-uh. Not after those photos. Come back, 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 come back. Can see you. Can always see you. You can't hide. Oh, wait a minute, the icon's different there. I'll always find you. Your eyes dart around nervously, certain that you're being followed. Being followed. But there's nothing there. You're finally home, but you feel too shaken for any relief to calm you down. You rush to the bathroom and slam the door behind you. Everything's okay. This isn't real. It's just like a bad dream. Everything's okay. You fumble in the dark to turn on the sink and splash your face with some cold water, hoping it will calm your mind and stop the hallucinations. Because that's all they are, right? Hallucinations? You're really regretting leaving home today. You must have been overworking yourself more than you realized. Yeah, that must be. You jump as your phone alerts you to yet another message received. No. The phone vibrates insistently over and over. But you just can't look. You keep your eyes squeezed shut. Your fingers tightly grip the sink. In your mind, you beg whoever or whatever is doing this to just stop already. Please, 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 just put me out of my misery. You mutter this quietly. You don't really mean it. You don't. But as the words take shape in the darkest corners of your mind, the phone immediately stops vibrating. You'd think that this would give you relief. But you only feel dread sinking heavily into your stomach. You can feel eyes on you. You can feel puffs of air on the back of your neck. Damp and deep and slow. You take a deep breath and open your eyes. You look at the mirror. Nothing. You peek around the room. Still nothing. Nothing at all. But you know that something is there, waiting to be acknowledged. For you to accept the fact of its existence. Only then will it deign to give you peace. To free you from a life of constantly looking over your shoulder, of fearing your own image, your own reflection. You can feel its patience, limitless and old. You can't win against it in a war of attrition. Your lifespan will long expire before it tires of you. So, you close your eyes and accept it. As your head is severed from your neck, you're filled with peace. Grateful that at the very least, you never had to see it. Whatever it was. Ending 31. Headshot. Haha. Badumts, I guess. It's okay. We all get a little camera shy sometimes. Well, that's enough for today again. Hope to see you. Or maybe not see you is the right word. Hope to do this again some other day again when I feel like it again. Yay.